Hey, check it out, folks. Now listen, it's getting cool. Well, you know what? That's the wrong thing to say. It has already gotten cool, right? I'm finna show you guys just how easy it is to do. I don't care what you guys call it, chili, chicken, chicken chili. You seen that thumbnail, now let's get it. Okay, so look, you guys just seen all of the ingredients, and I want to say this, don't forget, as always, the full ingredient list will be down in the description box below. Now, let's talk about these breasts right here. Obviously, I got 3 of them, right? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit it with a little bit of this olive oil, and this is like infused olive oil, you know? This is actually garlic infused. You know, that's what I just keep loaded in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use I'll use my right hand. So I just wanna coat it. I'm using it more so as a binder. You know, so we're gonna put it in the oven, and now would be a good time for me to tell you guys, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees, right? Because we're gonna start getting these going for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so now, go ahead and get this off. Look, I'll be using my A series, right? If you don't have this, you can use any like poultry seasoning. And then if you don't have any of that, you know what you can always do? You can always use salt and pepper. It's okay to just go ahead and just add just a little bit. I'm not even gonna put none on the bottom side, you know what I mean? But I like to put some just on the top, you know, just like that, right? So now, my oven is already preheated. I'm gonna stick this in, and again, that's gonna be for like 30 to 40 minutes. I'll check it after 30 minutes. So I already started putting a little fire underneath my my Dutch oven. Now I'm gonna just put maybe a couple of tablespoons of oil in here. You know what I mean? Again, this is infused olive oil, but just regular olive oil works just fine. Let me set this over here to the side. Once my oil is heated up, you wanna go ahead and just start adding this. I start with my onions first. I told you guys, I like to give my onions always a little bit of a head start, right? I just like to give these about a 1 minute head start. Okay, so look, after 1 minute, you know what I mean? I'm gonna come with my garlic. You guys see that? Look right here. Oh yeah. All right, then you just wanna move this around. We just wanna let this work for about 30 seconds. Okay, so next, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our bell peppers and everything else, right? We gotta have them jalapenos, you know, so we'll just start putting that in there. Look at that. I love to cook with, you know, the yellow, the red, and the green. You know, I just love the colors. Now you want to just start working this down a little bit. We're not going to take it all the way down, but we want to soften these up, right? We put that in there, it lowered the heat. We don't have to worry about burning our, you know, our garlic. Okay, so look, now we're going to start adding that seasoning to it, right? You know what this is. You can tell by that color. I'm not finna tell y'all. Don't forget the full ingredient list is down in the description box below. Just that secret ingredient though right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you, that's just one of them. That's that cinnamon, right? So now we finna just work this in. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna say nothing. You guys gotta trust the process, folks. After you make this, and then the fact that this is chili, you might not go back. And then I'm gonna ask you this, you know, for all of those that are seasoned in the kitchen, you know what I mean? Let me know down in the comment section below. Can you smell what I'm cooking? Do you know where I'm going? And then answer this one. What would you do to level up this chili? What would you add that I haven't added right here? Ooh. Okay, so look, I've already cut down the other 2, but I just want to show you. Now listen, if you want to shred these, you can. I had already pulled these out, let them cool a little bit. That's okay. So look, I'm just cutting these down. The thing is, you just don't want to have no pink, right? So I'll cut this in half. It's up to you how you do it. I need to sharpen my knife also. You know what I mean? I just cut them down. I'm kind of like trying to like shred them as I cut them. You know what I mean? This is okay. Then I want you to take a look inside the pot. You see that there? Look, I just take this and just roll this around. That's a whole lot of goodness. If you guys can't see this, something is wrong, come check me out. I'll send you to Walmart and we'll get you a set of readers. You know what I mean? With this right here, oh my goodness. Hey, please come back after you try this one and let me know what you think down in that comment section below. So now we're gonna go ahead and just add our crushed, tomatoes. Now for our fire roasted diced, look, no drain, no nothing. All the juice, we want to get it all. But look at the flavors that we put in here. You're talking about the profile. Look, this is so easy to make. You know what I mean? So many people are scared of making, what is that? Making some type of chili. But this right here, with the first of the year coming up, everybody's saying they finna do something a little bit more on the healthier side. Well, check this out. I'm gonna pour this in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and address this. Listen, we cook the alcohol taste out of this. People always wanna know, like, hey, when you're making, anything with like any type of alcohol, whether it be vodka, tequila, bourbon, or anything like that. Listen, the purpose of you using that to leave a unique flavor, but usually when you're making when you're making yourself some type of chili, we always like to use like a beer. Man, trust me, folks, we're gonna trust the process. Now, I'm gonna pour this in here and then I'm gonna do my beans. And I'm gonna address that part as I'm pouring this in here right now, right? So that's in here. Now for the beans, look, no need to pre-wash them or nothing like that. Because look, we're gonna cook these down, let this absorb some of this flavor. And I'm gonna let this simmer for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add our beans. Now listen, this part completely optional. But if you ask me, you ain't doing no white chicken, this ain't no chicken chili without it. Gotta have them. You just want to make sure you got them completely submerged. Listen, this is gonna cook down. These beans are gonna swell up, and this is gonna be fire, folks. Right, I'm gonna give it my last little, stir. You want to hit that bottom. You don't want to cook it too fast, because look, we're gonna be on this for a minute. Then I'm gonna say about every 20 minutes you're gonna want to come and just stir it. And then we're gonna let this work right here. Now this right here is a potted chili. Okay, so look, I want you guys to come in here and take a look at this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this top off of this. Let me move this out the way so you guys can see. You can see it right there. Now, if I want to cook some of that off, I could just remove this lid, which I'm gonna do right now anyway. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this another stir. Listen, the beans are nice and soft. You know what I mean? It made its own little type of juice. Now listen, if yours is thick, like this is thick right here, you know what I mean? Like when you first start off, what I didn't tell you is if you got any chicken stock, you can add that to it also. Or if you got an extra can of diced tomatoes or crushed, whatever you gotta do. What you guys see me do is I went with the beans. I didn't flash boil them or cook them like that. I didn't soak them overnight. You guys can use white canned beans. You know what I mean? I'll put all of that down in the description box below. But this is the way I did it. And I cooked this for a little bit about, I'm gonna say closer to like 2 hours, right? Just so my beans can get soft. Now, let's talk about that secret ingredient. Now, you guys saw me put the cinnamon in there. You gotta trust the process. If you've been making it and you haven't been putting no cinnamon in there, I know you guys are thinking right now like, cinnamon? I got it. For those of you guys that already know, you already know, right? But this right here is really finna like test your mind, test your wits. Everything you've been taught about in the kitchen is getting ready to change. This is just unsweetened chocolate, right? So look, obviously I got it like in the block form, right? So I'm just finna grade. I know this sounds crazy, but just trust me, folks. Trust this process. Okay, so look, now you see me grate that, and it's a reason why I grated it. You know what I mean? Because it melts almost immediately once I put it in there. I just put a little bit in at a time, you know what I mean? And then we just start working this in. Remember, don't put none of the sweet in there. You want it unsweetened. Now you guys got a chance to see it. You know what I mean? Look at how thick that is. This right here is what you want to have. When you say chili, I'm thinking that's what you meant when you say you wanted to have it. I know you guys are right now like, I gotta try it with that chocolate in it and that cinnamon. Please do. and then serve this with some cornbread, and then we go from there. Cheers, y'all. Beans nice and tender. Some of you guys might have thought like 3 breasts was a lot. It's not. Actually, it's just right. Oh boy. So listen, I'm finna sit down. You know what I mean? For those of you guys that's got a fireplace, hey, this is it right here. Try this. You know what I mean? Trust the process. I got it. It says cinnamon, unsweetened chocolate. Please give it a try. You want to know what the secret is? I just gave you guys the key to the next, chili cook-off. Hey, now with that being said, listen, if you new, I got to say this part right here. You new to cooking, this is a great way for you to flex your wings and put something out. Take it to your job, feed it to your family, and just go ahead and let them light up and tell you how it is. Now, for all the new people here, and this is the first time you've seen me, right? Check this out. I want you guys to like this video, subscribe, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, I done gave you a gem. You know where you heard it at first. I'm out. Peace.